Intimidator 305 has been known to be one of the most intense roller coasters in the world, and I must agree on that. It is still the most intense coaster that I've ridden to this day. Besides Batwing at Six Flags America, there's really nothing that comes close to this. What's going on, guys? My name is Angelo, and today we're going to be trying to make Intimidator 305 better. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me?
Alright, I know you're probably like, what do you mean make it better? Well, there's a few things that would really make this ride be the #1 coaster in honestly the world. And that's just me boasting because this used to be my favorite coaster until I rode Fury 325 at Carowinds. But that's for another topic. Right now, we're going to try to make Intimidator 305 better. Alright, so honestly, let's go ahead and talk about the good things about this ride. First of all, it's fast. The thing is tall as I don't know what. It's so intense. The twists and turns on this thing, it's like none other. Besides Maverick, from what most people tell me is that Maverick is a very similar ride. It's just shorter and it has a launch type of lift hill. Other than that, they're kind of alike. And they also are made by the same manufacturer, which is Intamin. And for those of y'all who don't know, Intamin makes some of the most high thrill type of rides out there. In fact, they're even making Pantheon at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. It's scheduled to open spring of 2020, so I'm really excited for that. Hopefully I can get down there soon enough. I can't wait for that day. But Intimidator 305, there's so many great things about it, but there's also some cons about it as well. I love how intense this is, but some people just can't take it. This is a thrill ride all the way through. The duration of this ride is so fast that I really do wish it was longer, and that's one of the things I want to talk about. For them to spend $25 million, this is literally like the largest investment to King's Dominion. I think still to this day actually, and Volcano was a huge investment as well, but that's gone now. And that was also made by the manufacturer Intamin. Twisted Timbers definitely didn't cost that much. But with that being said, for $25 million, I really think they could have definitely pushed the limits. But the problem is that when this coaster came out, and it's actually the 10th anniversary, believe it or not, it does turn 10 years old. April 6th this year. And I think the one at Carowinds also opened the same year, but that coaster is nothing like Intimidator 305 for those of all who were wondering. I forgot how much they spent on Fury 325, but I definitely know it was definitely around that $20 million mark as well. In fact, it might have been even more close to what they paid for Intimidator 305. And with that being said though, Fury 325 is one of the longest coasters in the world. And the reason why I say this though is because Fury 325 came out in 2015 and Intimidator 305 came out in 2010. Now, at the time, there were only a couple other coasters that went over 300 feet. Millennium Force being the first ever Giga coaster to go over 300 feet. That's what Giga means. It means a coaster that goes over 300 feet. And I don't think they wanted to break that record at the time, but they still wanted to give the public something just as good or almost as good or even better than what a lot of people say better than Millennium Force. And they did that for some people, not for everybody though. But for the duration of the ride, this is honestly one of the shortest Giga coasters out there. Honestly, from the start to finish on the lift hill, it's literally like less than a minute ride. That's how fast the coaster. It goes 91 miles per hour. It's so intense and I love everything about it, but I really wish this coaster had inversions. That's the second thing I want to talk about. There's no Giga coaster that's ever been made to have inversions. I really wish Giga coasters had inversions because it would make the experience even better than what it is. Like, imagine going in a corkscrew at that type of speed. That could be one of the reasons why that halts them from that at going 90 miles an hour in one of a barrel roll. You don't even have to do a barrel roll though. I feel like if they did maybe like a crazy stall or like some emblem, I feel like, or even like a hammerhead turn, something to make this ride even better than what it is would be an inversion for sure. The capacity for the ride is pretty well, honestly. Like, it fits a lot of people on there. I'm surprised that it doesn't have 3 trains, but it makes sense why it doesn't because of how fast it is. But again, if you made the ride longer, we could have had 3 trains, honestly. If you think about it, we really could have had 3 trains. Fury 325 has 3 trains. Millennium Force, I think they have 4. It might be 4 trains. I think they have 3 also though. This Giga coaster only has 2. And Leviathan, I think that coaster has 3 trains as well actually. So yeah, there's not much else that I really would change about Intimidator 305. I love the color. I love everything that they really did about it. It's just, I really wish we had inversions on there, and I wish they just had made it longer, because that's one of those coasters that you get on, you're like, what the world just happened? But you really want to go ride it again. I would say it's not worth standing in line, and after riding it at least over like 500 times now, there's no way I would wait at least like an hour plus for this thing, because I've seen it where King's Dominion is so dead where it's literally walk on for front row. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you would have done to make Intimidator 305 better, and remember to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, please check out my Patreon. You can see all this content ad-free for literally $3 a month. It starts at $3, and you can pay more if you want to. That's just on you. Enable post notifications, stay up to date with everything that's happening on the channel. Till next time, you guys, peace out.